Good morning. Welcome back to From the Holler. If you're new around here, my name is Missy, and normally on this channel you will hear us talk a whole lot about loving and supporting each other through our loved one's addiction. But sometimes it's nice to break up the monotony, okay? And that's what I'm going to do in today's video. If you have been following us for a while, you will know that I am trying to lower my A1C because I'm ready to get off this medicine. So today we're going to be making some brownies. You will also know that I have a chocoholic husband, and I try to keep him in healthy sweets, healthy chocolate sweets that he can enjoy, that we can enjoy, and not run our A1C levels up or our glucose levels up. So today we're going to be making brownies two different ways, and we're going to taste test and see which ones we like better. One is a sourdough brownie. Sourdough is really good for your glucose levels. It will not cause them to spike. And number two is a recipe that one of my daughters-in-law sent me. And it is brownies made out of cottage cheese. We're going to try these, okay? We're going to see if it actually works, for one, and if it's good, for two. So let's get this project started. We're going to start off with the sourdough brownies. Yeah, we're going to start off with those, and then we'll move on to the cottage cheese. I don't know what they're called. It just looks really good, and I'm excited to try the recipe. So let's go over here and get started. So for these sourdough brownies, we're going to start off with, don't move, I got eggs laying over there. They're trying to roll every time I move my butter. We're going to use 1 stick of unsalted butter, and I am going to turn my stove on to about medium-ish, okay, heavy on the ish, and we are going to get this stick of butter, put in my little saucepan here. Y'all, this is my new cookware Pap's got me for Christmas, and I'm excited to use it. It is awesome. So there goes that, and along with that we're going to put in 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. I am using the sugar-free chocolate chips that we got at the grocery outlet a few months ago. If I can get the lid off of it, y'all. Golly, oh no. These are the Swerve chocolate chips, and y'all, I'm not going to measure these. I'm going to guess, okay? And I'm going to use probably most of these that are left in here, okay? And I've preheated my oven, 350. I've got my baking dish over here with parchment paper, and I have it sprayed. All right, we're going to call that 12 ounces, okay? We just are. So there is that. And then we need a 1/2 cup of cocoa. Now it calls for Dutch cocoa. I have this. I don't know the difference. Okay, I'm just an old country cook. And I'm going to spoon this in to my measuring cup so that I don't have a mess. But I'm probably going to make one anyway. And that's okay. But we need to do this first because this needs to cool just a wee bit. Okay. Boop. There is 1/2 cup. So we're going to get that in there. Just like that. And of course I made a mess anyway. I think I need to add, yes, I need to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I am using my homemade vanilla. So, oh, Lordy, we're going to eyeball this. 1, 2. There we go. Oop. There we go. All right. I'm going to grab, let's see. What am I going to grab? I think I'm going to grab my little spurtle over here. And we're going to start mixing this together because that butter is starting to melt. Now, I think I have made this before here on the channel. I'm not sure. Maybe. Possibility. But, y'all, these brownies are so good. And you can use your sourdough discard. Okay? Which I love. Love being able to use that and not waste it. Y'all, I don't like food waste. So, this is a great recipe. To help with that, alright, we're going to let that sit there for just a second. And by the way, those sourdough cookies that I got at the Little Sisters Market yesterday, no, a little too sourdoughy, and they were tangy, y'all. They were tangy. And I was not prepared for that. They didn't have a whole lot of the cinnamon sugar on there, and they were tangy. So yeah, no, just no. I will try to make my own later on down the road, but no, I wasn't prepared for all that. Okay. I just wasn't prepared. So you want to make sure that you stir this, okay, quite often, because you do not want that chocolate or the cocoa to scorch, and it very easily can when you're melting this, okay. You could use a double broiler on this if you wanted to. I'm just doing it like this. You could put it through the microwave and do that and just kind of take it out about every 20 to 30 seconds and stir it up. My suggestion, if you wanted to do it like that, would be to go ahead and melt your butter and then put your cocoa powder in with it and stir it up. Otherwise, it's just going to be a big old mess. And this is already pretty much done, and I will be getting these out, or taking this off the eye. Lord, y'all, I promise you, I'm in the kitchen every day. I do know how to cook. It's the speaking that gives me issues. Okay, so gotta have a little arm strength doing this. This does require quite a bit of arm strength. And I'm going to be making, even though this is sourdough, I'm still going to be using Splenda and the Truvia brown sugar to make this sugar-free, because that's the way I roll. So, I don't use the monk fruit, because there's a taste, okay? There's an aftertaste, and I don't like that. I am very sensitive to it, and yeah, I don't do it. All right, that has melted, okay? If you can see, that has melted. We're all good. I'm going to go ahead and turn my eye off, and we're going to get this all blended up. There we go. Good and melted. And it is shiny and glossy, but it's thick. Okay? It's thick. So there is that. Get that off of the heat. We'll set it back there. And now we're going to move over to the KitchenAid and finish mixing this up. So let's go to the other side, y'all. So to our mixer, we're going to add 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. Just like that. And then we're going to add a cup of sugar. I'm using Splenda. You can use whatever kind you want, granulated or whatever. But I'm using my Splenda. Okay? Because it's what I like. It's what I trust. And there's no yucky, weird feeling in the mouth or yucky aftertaste or whatever. Okay? And then we're going to do half a cup. It calls for dark brown sugar. I am using the Truvia. It's not full on dark brown, but it'll do. So we just need a half a cup of this. And I am going to pack it down in there. There we go. There is that. And now we mix 7 to 10 minutes. Y'all, that looks beautiful, beautiful. So now we are going to add, let me see, let me make sure. Yes. I'm going to grab my sourdough over here. Y'all, it's beautiful. This is, probably one of the best sourdoughs I have ever made in my life. Like, if I can keep this one going, okay, it is absolutely beautiful. And I am tickle pink with it. So we need 1/2 cup, just half a cup of sourdough discard. So we're just going to reach in there and we're going to get that beautifulness right like that. Okay. Oh, and I made a mess. I did. I'm going to grab my little spatula over here and we're going to put this in. There we go. It is so pretty, and it just, I don't know, it does so good. I made some, what did I make? Sourdough banana nut bread the other day. I had some bananas that were, they were bad. So, I'm going to get all that out of there. I made some sourdough banana nut bread, and y'all, it did wonderfully. It rose so pretty. Set that over there in the sink. And let me grab a paper towel to clean that off with. Real quick. I try to keep it as clean as possible. There we go. And then I'm going to clean this as well. There we go. Y'all, look at them bubbles. You see them bubbles in there? So I'm going to set this off to the side so that I can remember I got to feed it now. I'm going to set it right there. And then we're going to go ahead and add our chocolate mixture to the bowl. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing a step, because when you're dealing with sourdough, sometimes if you miss a step, it can be bad. Yes, so I am actually going to lower that, and I am going to spoon all that chocolate into it like that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I love my new cookware. Paps did really good. Okay, really good. So, there's that. And now we're just going to beat this on low for just a minute. Just until it's good and combined. Okay? And there we go. Love that. So now we're going to add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I am using the flour from, and y'all, I apparently screwed up and used my measuring cup. I'm using my flour from Azure Standard. I love it. If you've never tried Azure Standard, I have a link in the description of all my videos. And y'all, I have not gotten anything from there that I do not absolutely love. And I'm actually working on transitioning my groceries over to Azure. There are a few things that I will not be able to get from them. Don't know what yet, because everything I type in, they have. And then 1 teaspoon of salt going in. I love this Baja Gold salt. Y'all, it is awesome. Awesome. The more I am using these new ingredients and these, oh, that was already up. Huh. These higher quality ingredients, I'm seeing a difference. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't expect it. You know, had no clue. Alright, so there's that. All done. And I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to make sure that I have everything incorporated. I'm going to clean off the sides. I want to make sure I have it all incorporated. It is good to go. There we go. Give it another little zhuzh right there. Won't take much. There we go. All right. Oh, come off of there. There we go. Now, I have my baking pan over there, so let's go get this put in there, shall we? Now, let's get all this off of here. Now, this dough is going to be pretty thick, okay? Which is typical of a brownie dough. So, that's what you want to see. You don't want it to be watery and runny. You want it to be on the thicker side. We love our brownies. And I gave them a choice on what sourdough recipe I would make today, and everybody chose this. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Alright, let me run this to the sink. Go ahead and get it soaking with everything else. Alright, let's pull our prepared baking dish over here, and let's get this in here. Y'all. Now, if you want to add chocolate chips or peanut butter chips or cream cheese or whatever you want to add to this, you can. I'm not adding anything today. I'm just making plain old brownies. And oh no, I dropped a little bit. We will have to pick that up. I want to make sure I get all of it out of this bowl. Every drop. Okay. I think I scraped that out pretty good. We're going to set that over to the side. I am going to get that piece. My stove eye is clean. And then we're just going to, oh no. Then we're just going to press this out into the corners and make sure. And my parchment paper is not going to be big enough. It's going to be lacking on the sides. Crack-a-lacking, and that's okay. That is okay. I'm going to get this pushed into the corners there, like that. This corner needs just a wee bit more. There we go. And then you just want to smooth it out, okay? And you could add whatever you wanted to. It would be delicious. This is one of our favorite recipes and one that we were definitely missing when we didn't have any sourdough. I killed another one, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So, there we go. Make sure it's just kind of even. I want it to bake evenly. And I don't want it to be bigger on one side than it is on the other, or, you know, heaped up in the middle, because it won't bake evenly. So there is that. It is going into a 350-degree oven, 35 to 40 minutes. Don't overcook it. I'm going to start checking mine at 30, because my oven, it does weird things. And there is a little piece. Oh my, oh y'all, that's so good. All right, let's get this in the oven. I'm gonna clean up my mess and we'll get started on the second one. So for this set of brownies, we are going to use our blender. Lord, yeah. I'm gonna grab a spoon. We're going to need 1/3 cup cottage cheese. They said you want to use the 4% milk fat. So we're going to put this in. I'm going to stir this up a little bit. And then we're going to measure this out. Now, this makes a very small little container of brownies, okay? If you want to double it, then you can. We're going to get that put in. Get all of our cottage cheese in there. You want to make sure and blend that really good, okay? So there is that. Next up, 1 egg. And hopefully I can do this without getting the shell in there. We'll see. And then 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Let me grab my measuring spoon. And we are going to get this in. There is 1.5. And then there we go. I mean, we're guesstimating here, okay? These better be good. I'm not even playing. 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to use the Splenda, y'all. You can use whatever you want to. You can use honey. You can use regular sugar, maple syrup, whatever you want. I'm using Splenda. Okay, we are going to pop this lid on here, lock it down, and we are going to blend this, okay? There we go. Now I'm going to take the lid off here, like that, and I'm going to scrape down those sides real quick Who am I kidding? There's nothing quick about me today, okay? Nothing. I don't want any chunks, okay? I am and there is a hair on my arm. Grab that off of there. I am a texture kind of girl, and I do not want to see or bite into. Uh-oh, there's our other brownies. Time out, please. All right, our first brownies are out of the oven, so it is open. But anyway, I don't want to bite into any cottage cheese or anything like that. So, scrape those sides down. Find the corner again. I think I had it the first time. And we're going to hit this again, okay? Alright, y'all. We're going to move over here and get this in our pan. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to scoop my little baking pan back there. Y'all, I've just got this little one right here. Okay, I don't know what size it is. It's just small. I have a tablespoon of softened butter in here. Let me scoot y'all down just a tiny bit. Whoop! There we go. So y'all can see. I have 2 tablespoons or 2 ounces of cream cheese that I have softened. So we're going to put that in there with that butter. Just like that. And then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. And again, I am using Splenda. You know what? I think I'm just going to put 1.5 tablespoons in there. And then I am not getting my mixer out for this little amount. We're just going to mix this together, okay? We are. We're just going to mix it. And there we go. So now I've got a little sandwich baggie here. Just a little plastic one. And I am going to try. I may have to go get, let me go get my baggie holder. Alrighty. So we're going to put this on here. And then we're going to put this in our baggie. Our little sandwich baggie. Just like that. Y'all, I almost made a mess. Keyword. Almost. Did not. Okay. So there we go. We're going to get this in there. Set that off to the side. We're going to set this off to the side for just a minute. Close up our Splenda before I make a big old mess. And it would truly be a big old mess. So now, we're going to pull this back over here. We're going to get this off of here. I am going to go ahead and take the lid and the blades over here to the sink. There we go. Get off as much of that as I can. Now I'm just going to pour all this into, and again, this doesn't make a whole lot, okay? So, and these brownies will probably be a little thin, but that's okay. That's fine. We just want to try these and see what we think about them. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot here. So, I might... Do I have any ramekins that I could put this in? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we got to do here.
Baby.
What, Betty?
I'm done reading that book.
Cool. Was it good?
Yeah, it was a good book.
Well.
I'm going to start setting every book that I've read for this year
Uh-huh.
on that shelf in there.
Okay, baby. That's fine. Y'all, I'm grasping at straws here, okay? I just am. Okay.
And reading that entire book without getting a drink or food made me really hungry.
I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna mix some more up. I'll be right back. Alright, let's see what this does. Okay. I doubled it this second time. So this is actually a triple batch. If you're just cooking for yourself, because you want to try it, you know, you're doing the high protein, then, and you have little ramekins and stuff, then use the one time. If you're cooking for two, then I would double it. But y'all, I'm making for an army, okay? And yeah, so I have tripled this recipe, and I did taste test the stuff, and it has a really good flavor to it. So there's that. I am not going to complain at all. And I do not like this spatula. It is not getting the stuff out. All right, there we go. Little taste test. You can't taste the cottage cheese at all. Like, you just can't. At all. Almost forgot the most important part. We're going to take our cream cheese mixture right here in our little baggie. Y'all, I did not make any more of this. This is just going to be enough. Okay? It just is. And I am going to push all that over to one corner. Oh, there's my kitchen helper.
Hello.
I'm going to push it all to one corner. I probably could have just dumped this, but I didn't. And we're just going to cut the tip off of that. And we're going to pop this on just like that. Will you go get Nanny a butter knife?
Yeah, and I respect the way you're doing that right now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You showing me mad respect?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cool beans. There we go. Will you put that in the garbage?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, butter knife. And we're just going to swirl this very gently, okay? Very gently. This is just going to leave a little hint of cream cheese because, again, I did not triple it. I only tripled the batter. All right, there we go.
It worked.
Oh my gosh. That's good. All right, in the oven, 350, about 20 minutes-ish. And we'll keep an eye on this one. A very close eye on this one. All right, here is our cottage cheese. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. Brownies. And y'all, they look really good. They are very glossy. Let me turn this oven off. And, I mean,
Brownie.
I put a toothpick in there. It does come out with a few little crumbs, but we like ours fudgy. So there's that one. And then we'll come over here. There is the sourdough one.
Sourdough?
Yep, sourdough. We're going to let this cool in here completely before we pull the parchment paper out and cut these. They'll be prettier, okay?
I think
We use the sugar-free chocolate chips. Happens every time.
I think I'm gonna like this one more.
Huh?
I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm gonna like this one more.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm excited to try these. And I already know those are good. So, but these are brand new to us. we're going to see how this recipe worked out. Maybe. I don't know. All right, y'all, it's taste test time. So I have some of the sourdough brownies and some of the cottage cheese brownies. So I've got my kitchen helper here, and then I got Pap standing over here. Here, y'all get you a piece of the sourdough first.
Mine.
Okay. How do I get stuck with the little bitty piece?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yin's done?
Actually,
Yin's already...
let's trade.
No, I don't want to trade. I'm good. I'm good. Some don't wait for 1, 2, 3, go. Go.
I already did.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
I got thumbs up from Paps. What do you think?
That's like those cookies, those sourdough cookies.
Mm-hmm. Mm. That is pretty good. Okay.
I'll have another.
In a moment, please. All right, we're going to do this other one. So, which piece do you want? Pick you a piece and then I'll share mine with Aiden. All right, put that back in the plate, buddy.
Mm.
We're fixing to have a mess. Lord. There you go.
This is
All right.
tiny.
1, 2, 3, go. I said 1, 2, 3, go.
I was eating his sourdough he didn't eat.
Okay.
Not bad.
It's not bad. It's really not bad. You can't taste the cottage cheese. It has a very smooth texture, very fudgy. Is that right?
It'd been really good if we hadn't eaten the sourdough first.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
sourdough outweighs it by a lot.
And since I tripled the recipe in order to have enough to even fit into that pan, I should have made the extra cream cheese, but I didn't. So, and now I have a floor full of sourdough brownie where Mr. Man taste tested. All right, y'all, that's it.
Bye.
What he said.